Hello, is this thing on? Testing, it's been a while. Hi everyone. Hold on, I'm stretching. Hold on. I should have stretched before unmuting, but like honestly, oh my back hurts. Oh, I feel like an old lady. My bones are creaking. Speaking of being old, my channel's about to be 3 years old, or at least like my streaming career is gonna be like 3 years old. Hold up. Hold on. You see me? Hello? Old maxing? Are you kidding me? Hello? Can you open the door, please? Hello? I kind of have to duck a little bit, don't I? Hello? What if I come closer? Hello? I'm ducking a little bit, so forgive me if I suddenly jerk upwards, because I'm really tall and massive. But anyway, I actually wanted to use today's stream to talk about yaoi. You didn't have to slam the door on me earlier, you know, that's kind of not cool. Yo! Could you let me in? It's kind of awkward, like, ducking a little bit whenever I have to, like, talk to this, little peephole here. But, like, if this is what you're into, why not? But, hello, how are you? How is everyone? Yeah, I'm about to hit you with the... wait, hold on, I have to search up the song lyrics, so I actually don't remember how it goes. I love monitoring. I love deco piece. Yeah, do you have a moment to talk about the most beautiful form of art known as yaoi? Actually, I kind of wanted to use the stream to talk about like the wildest one that I've read like lately. Considering this is my channel and I get to talk about whatever I want, that's exactly what I'm doing. No, I have to, it's my channel. It's my content. I get to talk about the yaoi. But yeah, before I get into it, how's everyone? How are y'all doing? Well, I searched up the lyrics to monitoring because I don't remember how it goes. Not that I'm going to sound good, because I'm tone deaf. Oh, this is English translation. Oh, no, okay, yeah, so I don't speak Japanese. This is not gonna work out. This is not gonna work out in my favor. Fun news from me though, before I get into anything weird. Next week I should be free from work. That means the entire week, I hope, I can schedule like a whole stream or a lot of streams next week. Maybe double streaming, maybe a triple. No, I'm not triple streaming. Fuck that. I am not triple streaming. Maybe double streaming, but not triple streaming. But I should be free for the entire semester. It's completely finished by Thursday, actually. And it works out in my favor because my work ends... No, my work doesn't end, but like, I have a break next week. So yeah, look forward to that. I have to figure out what I'm going to stream, though. I'm gonna have to do that. Hold on. I keep, like, veering off to the side. Hold on. Yeah, we're so back. I'll do weekly or, like, daily stream. Maybe not daily, but, like, close to daily enough. What else? What else goes on? Oh, I'm graduating in, like, June. So that's awesome. By graduating, I mean non-VTuber graduating. I mean, I'm graduating from post-secondary school. Because I'm really smart and cool like that. Uh, I was told, because I work in like legal profession, right? I was told, oh, have you tried considering like this other form of this other program in the legal field? And I was like, oh, I'll consider it. But then I got hit with, have you ever considered private investigation? And I was like, oh, no, I didn't consider that at all. But no, I just remembered that like I'm a VTuber and graduating means like something entirely different. So I had to be clear. I had to be clear. I'm still going to be a streamer. As long as I'm able to be an anime girl on the internet, I'll still be a streamer. But they're like, oh, have you considered like private investigation because you like doing a lot of research stuff? And I was like, oh shit. True. I should consider that. But that's one thing that that occurred to me today. Anyway, about yaoi. The real reason why I'm here. Right? Okay. Getting a degree in law? Yeah, I'm certified to handle paperwork. But they're like, oh, have you considered being... Have you considered being a paralegal? Have you considered being a lawyer? Like Ace... I was like, wow, like Ace Attorney. Oh my god, just like Phoenix Wright. Just like Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I can't be a prosecutor though. I don't think I can. Anyway. The real main reason, before I get off topic, because I actually do want to talk about it. There's this one that I was reading. Oh my god, I have to ask. I need to ask, okay? I mean, technically I don't need to ask. If anything, I need to not ask. But there's this BL that I've been reading. So there's been an uptick in like BL where like some magical bullshit happens and like one of the guys turn into a girl, and then in order to turn back into a guy, they have to like smash or whatever. Just in order to get back in, in order to turn back into a guy, right? You get the I live at home and I talk really loudly. I'm so embarrassed now. It's like, something semen getting back into the body. That's why the bottom has to get butt fucked or whatever in order to turn back into a guy. But there's been an uptick, and there's this one that I've been reading. It's a 3P. So basically, it's like a three-way between like these two guys and this one other guy. Okay, I'm gonna describe to you the story. Okay, hello there. I am so sorry. I'm talking about yaoi. You know, even though I talk about these sorts of things, you didn't have to slam the door in my face. But like, you know, I can talk through the door peephole. That's fine too. There's an uptick in gender bender yaoi that I've been reading. I like the ones where like sometimes some of the characters would what is it called? Would I guess cross dress. I like those ones. Hold on, my thing is still loading. Why such a big deal is every single stream? Okay, but I need some kind of topic for this stream, okay? What else am I going to talk about? Something normal? Like, I don't know, stocks? What's a normie thing to discuss? The weather? Actually, no, I still discuss about the weather. The local ball game? Is that what you want me to talk about? I don't even know anything about sports. I don't think I can talk about ball games. I can talk about a different ball game though, if you catch my drift. Today's topic, unconventional warfare. I don't know anything about war. By the way, my brain empty. The Nether? I mean, we can talk about the Nether. It's pretty hot place. wouldn't be... The nether wouldn't really be prime property, now would it, huh? But love is war? Oh my god, you're so right. Oh wait, speaking of love is war, wait, is that what the anime is called? I completely forgot. Remember it being like popular in like 2020? And then there's like this one guy on TikTok who like dances to like the cheeky dance thing that came from that anime. I think it's that anime. What is it called? He does like the cheeky dance until he gets a girlfriend. He's like the modern day Sisyphus to me. Like, if he dances to get the girlfriend, he's a bit cringe and like no, maybe not one girl would be into it because of that. But at the same time, if he doesn't dance, he will never get the girl. So it's just like Sisyphus pushing up the rock, knowing that he will never ever reach the top of the mountain. Okay? It's kind of crazy to me. And you know what? Sometimes, from time to time, I would check back in on that account just to see if he's still like dancing. Bro is still dancing. I'm rooting for him. I hope he gets a girlfriend. Anyway, hold on. I need to find out the title of the one that I was reading so I can tell you the story about it. Because, like, I've read all, like, 31 chapters. He got one, but they broke up, so he restarted it. Wait, I missed that arc. When did it happen? Wait. When did that happen? I think I missed that arc. Is Sisyphus just the philosophical synthesis of edging? Yes. It was a long time ago. No! I missed that arc! No! This is tragic. This is tragic on my end. Hold on. It's called, drum roll please. Nyo taika shita boku o kishi-sama tachi ga nerete masu. Or, hold on, there's like a hint. There's so many words here. Hold on. I turned into a girl and turned on all the lights. I need to have sex to turn back. That's literally what it's called. What do you think of the new AI trend? Tra-la-lero, tra-la-la? I have no idea what that is. What the fuck is that? Yeah, you heard me. You heard me read out that title. Poetic titles only. Oh my god, you know what's tragic? I didn't know that the Ash baby, you know that meme of the baby like in Ash and going ah or whatever, right? I didn't know that was made by DALL-E. I didn't know that was an AI generated image. I was so disappointed. I thought it was like maybe like Photoshop. I don't know. But apparently that was a DALL-E image and I was like, what? That's such an iconic, like, meme, though. Oh, it was so tragic. Oh my god. But I kind of miss the era of, like, AI images where it's, like, something stupid like that. I thought they just threw a bunch of Ash at a baby. I thought it was Photoshop at most. We've lost the art of photoshopping things. What the heck? That's actually messed up. You sent it? Hold up, I'm pulling up. What is this? What is this? Tralalero. What the fuck? That's just a dripped out shark. Wait, oh my god, was it like, fuck, what was that? What was that? It was like a stupid, like, board thing. Oh my god, I, like, saw it on my, like, For You page. It was like this board thing that would, like, start hitting people. I think it was like a, what is it called? A filter of some shit. Was it Tong Tong Tong? Oh my god, this thing. Hold on, can I pull it?
Tung 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 sahur. Anomali mengerikan yang hanya keluar pada sahur. Konon katanya kalau
Is it this one?
sahur 3 kali,
Shit.
maka makhluk ini
Tong 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 Sahur. I literally just saw that earlier today. I did not understand it. Oh my god, is this like... There was a version of it. There was like a version of it that was in like Filipino. It was like Pinoy tong 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 sahur, and I was like, with my limited understanding, this makes it worse. This makes it worse. Anyways, I did see it. Oh my god, I'm so like up to date with the memes. Where did that come from? Where did tong 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 sahur come from? It's so I don't want to say stupid, but like, cause I don't understand what it says, but I don't know. Anyways, the title of the BL that I read was I turned into a girl and turned on all the nights. I need to have sex to turn back. And it's exactly what you think it is. So this guy, it was a novel actually. It's a guy, he's a librarian from like this small village, okay? Think magical, think fantasy, okay? This is fantastical or whatever. He's a librarian, and one of his friends is a knight, but I guess both of his friends are knights. One is a womanizer, and then one is the one that he actually likes. So the womanizer... No! So then the womanizer, he got in touch with like this like witch lady who had a thing for him. But then it turns out that the witch lady found out about his like infidelities or whatever. I mean, not really infidelities because they weren't really like dating or anything. So it didn't. I don't know what matters at that point. They're not in an actual relationship at that point. But anyway. She buys chocolate, she puts a curse on it that turns the guy into a girl at sundown, and in order to turn back into a guy, he has to get cream pied. What would happen is that night guy, he was supposed to eat it, but then he didn't eat it because he was like, oh, I'll just give it to my friend or whatever, right? And that friend is the librarian who then eats the chocolate forcibly, by the way. Like, he just shoves it in his mouth and he's like, here, you can have this, right? He eats it, and then all of a sudden, he turns into a girl, right? Most sex scenes were of him as a girl, but then like after a while, he was like, you know what, man or woman, I love you, right? But he's like, I hate you though because you did this to me, right? He runs off. He runs into another knight, which by the way is like the second friend, right? He runs towards him for comfort, and then he explains to him what happens to him. Right? He turns into a girl during sundown, and in order to turn back into a guy, he has to get cream pied, or else, he'll stay stuck as a girl. So they smash. But then it turns out he has conflicting feelings about that because he's like, what if he likes me because he's obligated to help me, right? So then he goes back to the other guy who initially turned into a girl, but the guy that the womanizer, he turns out had a crush on that guy that he turned into a girl by accident. It was like, I will do everything I can to help you turn back into a guy, right? So they do everything they could to turn him back into a guy. Actually, it turns out one of the male leads, right? His uncle is like the like godfather of like magic, and it turns out he was the one that made that spell because he was like he was sort of freaky. That's like it. There's like literally nothing else to him other than the fact that like he's a grandfather of magic and he's a bit freaky. And by freaky, I mean he's bottom actually. Anyway, things happen. Turns out he does have the cure, right? And the librarian can turn back into a guy without any repercussions. He can turn back into a guy and he can stay a guy even past sundown, right? And then it turns out that his body accepts the fact that he turns into a girl. So like every so often he would turn into a girl. So then the story then time skips into the future, like maybe like a year or two into the future. He does turn into a girl occasionally, just occasionally, okay? only when it gets a bit freaky. But my real question is, we're just gonna let the old bottom freaky wizard slide? Okay! He's funny though. He's funny though. He's like that really odd uncle that like you see once a year, and he has like this crazy story to tell, and you can't help but listen because it's such an interesting story, right? Like that's him, right? Anyway. Anyway, that's where the story is like continuing off now. Like obviously he got promoted from being a librarian to being a wizard's what? Like a professor who's also a wizard, like assistant, right? Think Harry Potter. He's like the assistant to like Dumbledore, essentially. That's like what he like leveled up to. The story ends there. There's a new chapter. Oh my god, there's a new chapter that just came out too. No. But the real question I wanted to ask, okay? Because it's a 3P. By the way, he couldn't decide between the two knights, so instead he decided to stay with both of them, and they're all dating. Like all three of them are dating, right? The two knights are like, I'm doing this for his happiness, right? Like that's like the entire like shtick. It's more like a love angle rather than a love triangle, because like the two knights don't have a thing for each other. At least I don't think they do, but they have a thing for like the librarian guy, right? So it's like a love angle, if anything. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway. For now, you're right. You're so right. I did read a 3P where it's really a love triangle than it is like a love angle. But that's a story for after I rant about this one. My real question is it gay to cream pie your homie if your homie turns into a girl with another guy? Is it truly gay? That's what I wanted to ask. It is? I see. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. I want to say it is because just cause. But that's what it was, right? Anyway, can you let me inside? Only if you don't say no homo. Oh. It depends if you know, I guess. Anyway, but the end of it all, they're like, man or woman, I don't care, I love you. Except for this dickhead over here, right? Like, that's literally the relationship so far. Anyway, that's my retelling of the current, I gotta pull this up because the title is so long. I turned into a girl and turned on— oh my god! Hold up! Hold up, there's a big spider. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a huge spider. Hold up. Spider-Man! Wait, hi! Welcome in! This is a different spider I'm talking about. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. He was like on my hand. I felt something crawl. Anyway. Before I freaked out. The true way is Futayuri. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. You have to enlighten me though. I need titles. Oh, the one that I did want to talk about, the other 3P that I was going to talk about. Hold up. It was like I like the artist. It's like nice or whatever. So it's like it's this ABO, okay, Alpha, Omega, Beta, right? There are these 3 childhood friends, and they all have a thing for each other. The top's like low key. I mean, there's one guy that would take it both ways, but that's a side story. It turns out he did take it both ways. I figured that he did, honestly speaking, because he's like Oh my god, how do I describe his personality and everything? Everything that has happened. Okay, so there are two alphas. One Omega that presented himself as an alpha, but then, oh my god, I have to like remember this off the top of my head because I actually cannot find it right now. So I'm relying on memory. I know this one. It had a pink cover and everything, okay? So what happened was two alphas, one omega. The omega presented himself as alpha up until recently, because it was discovered that because he hung around alpha so much, he was originally a beta, I think, but then he was like trying to hide that. But because he hung out with so many alphas, mainly his childhood friends, hint hint nudge nudge, they were fucking in the background because they're like, I love this guy. By the way, the omega, who is like, what is it called? So they're like, let's practice on each other. Oh my god, I cannot take myself seriously. They're like, let's practice on each other just so we know we could, like, you know, pleasure our guy, right? He turns into an omega. He turns into a maker, so he hung out with too many alphas. Apparently, there's this thing in the Omegaverse where, like, if you like hang around with too many dominant, like, alpha or omega, actually, it can also be considered omega. But most stories, it's like a dominant alpha, right? If you hang out with enough of them, and they get doused in their pheromones or whatever, your secondary gender can change. Something science bullshit. I don't know because I'm not a scientist. I don't study this stuff like regularly, but I know of it because of fanfiction and manga. But that's different. Yeah, like clownfish. Yeah, you can think of it like that, like clownfish. Something in their body changes and they become like the opposite one. The same thing can be said to betas. I like ones where, like, if it's alpha x alpha, I'd like it if they stay as alphas, not gonna lie. I don't want them to turn to omega. Unless, you know, someone's carrying a baby, in which case, yeah, sure, why not? Let's turn them into an omega. I get it. I understand. I kinda like Omegaverse for that, for the Mpreg stuff. I like to see men suffer the pain of carrying another life. Anyway, it's the one here. That's what I was like thinking of. Oh my god, I'm trying to find the title. I'm trying to find the title. But I'm also like trying to remember off the top of my head what it was. Like this story. I mean, honestly, it just followed like the everyday life of like this like couple or whatever. And they're all like fans of each other. It's so cute. It's so cute. I want to recommend it. But the thing is, I can't find the title right now. It's like this pink like cover. But the thing is, that doesn't help because a lot of BL has pink covers. Okay, it's pink or white, actually, depending on which one I'm reading. I don't think it's that one. I also don't think it's that one. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Hold on. But anyway, that's a few that I've been reading. How's everyone? If I understand the setting right, then a true alpha can't be turned anyway. Yeah, dominant ones stay dominant, but the recessive one would change. So let's say if it's a dominant alpha and a recessive omega, or like a recessive like beta. Even beta works too. The recessive would turn into one. If it's a dominant and a dominant, it's whoever is the least, whoever is the more recessive one. There's still hierarchy among these things, okay? It's stupid. It's not that stupid, actually, but, like, it makes my brain hurt, so therefore it is. I'm kidding, by the way. But, like, yeah, it's something like that. There's a hierarchy to this hierarchy. There's too many neurons to burn for understanding J-sex. No wonder you look smart. Listen, if it's because of my glasses, there's no way I can be smart. I've literally failed a test that's right in front of my face, okay? That's literally what eye exams are. Okay, it's not that one, but that's also pink. That one's good though. Nah, just a test. Still failed. Clearly. Unlike my vision. It's not this one either. What the fuck is it? Oh my god, there's no way I fucking imagined that. Oh! It's called There's No Way This Is Fate. There you go. There you go, there you go. It's by Jifuyu. You should read it. こんなの運命じゃないから勘違いしないで. Both Mozart and Elvis were called unteachable. Wait, really? I mean, I wouldn't know this stuff. But yeah, that's what happens. Oh wait, has anyone like... If you don't, you wouldn't. True. You won't know if you knew things. So stupid. Okay. Awesome. That's all the BL that I've been reading. What else is there? Have you been explained what the Omegaverse is? Or like, I want to know where everyone's understanding of the Omegaverse is. Because like, I realize that I talk so much about it, but I never explain it properly. And it's become like one of those things where it's like, I only know bits and pieces of it because like of people talking or whatever. But in like a lot of like manga, I think especially manga, manhwa or webtoons, sometimes they'll include it, but more specifically manga, they would have like this entire like chart on the first page that would like show you how the Omegaverse system works. So like the hierarchy of like it's Zoo-Wolf hierarchy for humans, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's like hierarchy system. There's alpha on top. Sometimes omega. It depends on like the author. Sometimes the omega is the one on top. But it's like mostly beta. The world's population is mostly beta. There are a few people that are considered alpha, and there are a few people that are considered omega. Omega is usually considered the ones that are like nurturing, you know, the ones that produce the baby. And then the alpha is the strong leader or whatever, right? And then there's also like, you also have like deviants in it. I thought it was just Sigma Brain Rot for the longest time. I think that Sigma Brain Rot is just making fun of people that actually like enjoy Omegaverse. At some point it's something like that. But I digress. Anyway. It's like there's a whole like a whole hierarchy system. There are deviants in it, that's true. That's where the dominant and like recessive stuff comes in. Like for example, a dominant a dominant a dominant alpha would be considered more valuable than a recessive alpha, you know? And then there are like maybe people don't like dominant omegas, but they're tolerant towards like recessive omegas, you know, because they don't really get affected because of heat. They're like omega light, you know? Say that again? What, deviant? Am I using big words? Oh my god, wait, look at this. I can zoom in on my I can zoom in. By zoom in, I mean looking closer. Hold on. I can looking closer. Hold on. Could you please let me in? I want to explain the Omegaverse to you. Pien, please. This is so dumb. It's such a stupid stream. But okay, there are other like branches of Omegaverse in fanfiction. There's a weird cat outside. I'm not a cat. I'm a rabbit. Look, you can see my ears. That's a rabbit ear. I think. I don't think it looks very good from like a peephole's perspective. But trust me, it's a rabbit ear. See, look. Pion. And it's a rabbit? No, I'm a rabbit. R-A-B-B-I-T. Pion, you know. I didn't realize my face was small. How come I can fit like my entire like face through this peephole? Look! Ah! Hold on, what is this? Anyways, before I get onto explaining the multiple different I guess subgenres of Omegaverse, how is everyone so far? In her lifetime, Jane Austen had to put up with being considered trash if she knew what was coming after her death. What, the Omegaverse? It's peak fiction. It's peak fiction, trust me. Trust me. I read a lot. That's why I have glasses, because I read a lot. My brain cannot comprehend what my eyes see. I only learned what Omegaverse was from like weird. No, but they're so fun. I love those personality quizzes. I love being told that I'm pretty average. Yeah, exactly. My brain's so big it hurts. It hurts. Like, these quizzes are so fun. I love being called average by like Omegaverse standards. Like, I'd be a beta. Actually, I lied. I took an Omegaverse quiz and it said Omega, but like honestly speaking, I don't know if I could count as an Omega because I'm not like nurturing in any way, shape, or form. I think anything that I touch would die. For example, this houseplant I was taking care of. I was given, oh my god, have I told this story? I was given like a houseplant before, like once, and I kept watering it, right? Because it looked real. You can tell by that sentence alone. I found out later on, it was not real. It was not a real plant. When I watered it. Yeah, exactly. The only thing that made me, like, apparently count as Omega was the fact that I have feminine hobbies. God forbid a girl have hobbies. I can't believe it. No, it's actually more because I'm not a very, like, domineering person. I'm more of a follower than I am a leader, you know? Well, at least it didn't kill it. That's true. That's at the end of the day, that's true. But I can't believe it. No one told me it was fake. Would you dominate? Now, why would you phrase it like that? Why would you say that to me? Look me in the face. Look me in the eyes. Why would you say that to me? I can't believe it. Rabbit Hole, I like that Deco song. As I was saying, I love that Deco song. Sorry, I can't pronounce Japanese very well. I can't do the monitoring right now. I didn't even get what I said. Yeah, that's fair. I never get what I say majority of the time. I just be spitting. Sorry, that was like the chimes on my phone. I'm sorry if you can hear it. It's like clacking sounds. Hold on, now that I'm too close, I can't even see my face. Now I'm gonna like lean back a little bit. I'll lean back a little bit from the peephole so that way it's not too uncomfortable. Or maybe all that big brain men kissing conversation took off. Well, did it? I'm not centered at all. Oh my gosh. Clucking sounds? No, clicking, like clacking. Like, I have like 2 charms on my phone. I want to add more, but I feel like my phone would like become too heavy. No, don't say that. I don't think talking about men kissing will drop your IQ like that. You gotta let it marinate a little bit, and then it will drop your IQ a little bit. But how is everyone so far? Oh my god, this just reminded me. Sorry, I'm like scrolling through stuff. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I can tell you because I'm graduating. Not from VTubing, but from school. My one other brain cell is not doing so good right now. No! One thing that surprises me, every single time I bring up yaoi, I'm surprised. I don't have like a Fujoshi like audience. That's one thing that I noticed whenever I look at like statistics, because it's like on the bottom of like the YouTube stuff. I was so surprised. It's always... Wait, hold on. I can pull it up right now. I thought that, like, you know, the things that I talk about or whatever, I thought I would lean towards one kind of audience, but then I get surprised by statistics. I like looking at it. I'm a little bit of a stalker, as you can tell, by the layout of this stream. Where is it? Where is it? Here. The last 28 days. My audience on my channel had been all male. And then I was like, oh, would it be like Fudanshi? Yeah, it's like 100% male for the last 28 days. I love being put into a data set. I like figuring it out! I like figuring things out! I thought that like, oh, you know, the content I do, the things that I say, right? It's like a very like female thing, I think. I talk about... What do I talk about? Yaoi. Apparently yaoi is like a what is it called? A like subgenre for like josei, but yeah. I mean, even to guys doing that stuff, I just find out how animated you get. Really? I mean, I do think it's true. I think I do talk a lot more whenever I talk about, like, BL. Maybe it's about discoverability? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I just like looking at it and go, what? Really? I can't believe it! I don't even know shit about men kissing. I came from a Honkai Star Rail stream, now I'm here, listening to how gay is to bang your homie even if they were female. Oh! Wait, oh my god, speaking of like banging your homie if he was a female, there's like this one animated... Sorry. Unrelated, but sort of related. But there's this one that was like animated recently. By recently, I mean last year. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like How I Fucked My Best Friend or whatever. I think that's what it was called. Hold on. It's like a relatively popular one. I do feel a sense of double standards when some gals who read a Megaverse all day call me a gooner for lacking fan service. No, listen, I would qualify as a gooner. I think I would qualify as a gooner. Hold on. What is it called? I think it's like I fucked my best friend or something like that. That's not it. My best friend. Oh, fucked by my best friend. Okay, that's what it's called. It was animated. It had 72 chapters, but it got animated. It's like this, like, guy suddenly turns into a girl. I don't remember if there was... What is it called? I don't remember if there was, like, an actual, like, explanation as to why he turns into a girl. It might have been, like... a wish from the stars or something. I don't know. I didn't read all of it. I might consider it though, honestly speaking. But it got animated. There's a lot of really good animated, like, hentai. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are some where, like, I can't even go into this. Like, the cinematography and everything is just so good. Do you remember that one? Do you remember that one that was, like, I think it was like an assassin or something. That animation was so nice. It was so nice. I think it came out like last year or 2 years ago. Name? I don't remember. It was on DL site. Hold up. Hold on. Is it this one? Okay, no, it's not this one. It's also not that one, that's yaoi. It was like a straight one. I know that much. Is it this one? Oh, okay. The English title is called The Man Who Saved Me on My Isekai Trip as a Killer. Like, it's so good. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, the animation, the camera, like, sheesh, you know? It's pretty good. It came out, like, apparently 3 years ago, according to this Reddit post. 3 years ago. What is it? Where can you watch it? Oh, 3 years ago, 2022. Oh my god. Where can you watch it? There's no way it's just that animated short. I remember someone saying something about that on Twitter like this month. Wait, that specific one? That's crazy. I think it's an animated short. No! I know there's a manga for it though. I did see that. There's a BL that got animated recently. It's called, like, hold up, I'm like pulling it up. Hold on. I know I like looked at it earlier today. Hold on. The beginning after the ends animation is ass, so they were comparing with this. Wait, really? That's so... like that animated short, how do I put this in like more digestible terms? That animated short of the man who saved me on my isekai trip was a killer had aura and hype moments, okay? This is the best I can translate it to. Please look at it. It's so good. Where is it? Oh my god, I know I like looked at it like not that long ago. It's not a B. It's not a. I mean, it is a BL. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? It's a BL, but it's not like a Megaverse or anything. It's like an isekai where like this guy. I'm pretty sure he tries to kill himself, but then he ends up being in like an ultimate game as the second. Oh, not even a second male lead. I think he ended up as an NPC, but then he found out that he was like an NPC that would die like really early in the game, so he tries to like live his life before dying, but then he ends up falling in love with like who was supposed to be the male lead of the game, right? And then he basically forgets about going back to the real world, his real world, and staying with like the prince, because it's a fantasy, of course. The prince is the male lead and he's just an NPC, but then sparks fly and, you know, they... you can see where I'm going with this. Mobusekai? I've never heard of that before. What's Mobusekai? Where's the title? Hold on. There's no way I read this much. I can't find it. I love ones where they turn into like NPCs in like certain games. It's so silly. It's like, I am now going to finally min-max my run because I will die if I don't, you know? Oh my god! This is unrelated. Ultimate game sekai wa mob ni kibishii. Hold on. Ultimate game sekai wa mob ni kibishii. Oh, there's like 2 seasons. What? Oh! I think I'll read it. Yeah, I see it. I see like the animation is ass, by the way. I do see it. My dyslexia made me read Ultimate Game as Obama for a second. Yeah, Obama, my favorite anime girl, my Oshi. Okay. I'll keep that one in mind. I'm gonna read it. This is unrelated to BL or anything. I just think this man is so fine. So, I don't know if you know this, but Persona 5 does have like this like gacha game thing called the Phantom X. It's not BL. I know it's not BL. I looked it up. I looked it up. The manga art looks good. The anime, however, based on screenshots that I saw, it does not do it justice. But unrelated to everything that we've been talking about so far, Persona 5 does have this like not ultimate game, has this like gacha game, the Phantom X. I don't know much about it. I know there's a story for it, and that someone has uploaded like all of the like gameplay footage, and apparently the newest update that introduces like, what's his name? Luce, Luce, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Anyway, I didn't know this, but he is apparently voiced by Fukuyama-jun. Not Fukuyama-jun, that's a different character. Takuya Eguchi. Eguchi Takuya. I found that out, and I was like watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely a character voiced by Eguchi Takuya, right? Because it's a showy character. That's a showy character. Phantom X ain't Persona. It's Persona 5. It's actually a branch of Persona 5. Technically, you can consider it a Persona 5 spin-off, but it is Persona. But it's a different version of their game, though. It's the first, like, well, not really first, but first Persona specifically gacha games. Shin Megami had one, I think. No, I don't think Shin Megami had one. It had a mobile game, though. I know that much. Anyway. I need this, like, P5 gacha game to come out globally. I need to play it. I have to play it so bad. I think if it came out, though, I wouldn't be streaming. Maybe. I mean, most gacha games, I kind of don't stream it. Like, I'll play it in my free time, but I don't stream it. Like, I've been playing Star Rail off stream for like quite a while now. I kind of just do everything off stream. I haven't done the My Day like update, like the story quest that was during the My Day update. However, I need to catch up because I need to get Castrese's light cone. I still don't have Castrese's light cone, by the way. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I can't get her light cone. If I wanted me to watch their Shadow Pulse, oh yeah, no worries. You can't just win? No, I'm a loser. I'm a loser, I can't win. I can't win my 50-50s. I didn't see like a 5-star light cone. I haven't seen a 5-star light cone since Sunday's release. To be fair, I've skipped every banner after Sunday. Don't call yourself a loser, that's why you can't dominate. Oh, man, this is probably why I got Omega in my fucking Omegaverse quizzes. God damn it. Anyway. Anyway, that reminded me, I gotta log into Genshin because I got the Stellar Reunion stuff and I want to pull for Venti. How many years has it been since Genshin came out? I still don't have Venti. I'm so mad. He's not even like meta anymore, is he? I don't know. I don't know if he's meta anymore. I don't think he is. I cared about Genshin meta. Skipping Shylanen is beyond insane. Okay, but like, listen. Listen, okay? Loud and clear. How many years have Genshin come out, and I still did not have a Venti? Do you know how many times I pulled on his banner? I never came. Multiple times. How many reruns? I can't listen, I'm deaf. No! Read my captions. Kind of like how Slenderman says, read my pages. Gotta go, it's nice to be here. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so for hopping by. Like how Slenderman asks you to read his pages, you gotta read my captions. And then, I don't know. Anyways, I don't have any more things to talk about. I kind of just did the ZATSUDAN because I had this like background and I was like, I gotta put this to good use. So it's like, I'll do something like this on stream one of these days. And I did just that. So I have nothing else planned. If anything, I should probably end stream soon. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna end stream anyway. This is as far as my planning went for today's stream. Anyways, while I'm ending stream, tomorrow I'll be streaming tomorrow, and then the following stream after that is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I hope to see you whenever. Tomorrow specifically, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it is Persona 4. Yeah, I've played a little bit beforehand. Or I will play a little bit beforehand. And yeah. That's all. Bye bye. I'll finally leave the front door. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me.